Good morning. What's on your mind? Hey, my mind is always gone. So I had to jump on here this morning, man. I was listening through Proverbs on my way to work. And in Proverbs 16, it hit me. These are some crazy verses. Starting in verse 23 and going to verse 29. Check this out. It says, the heart of a wise instructs his mouth and adds persuasiveness to his lips. Pleasant words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. There is a way which seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. A worker's appetite works for him, for his hunger urges him on. Check this one out. A worthless man digs up evil, while his words are like scorching fire. There's a theme going on here, folk. I don't know if y'all hearing it. A perverse man spreads strife, and a slanderer separates intimate friends. A man of violence entices his neighbor and leads him in a way that is not good. Crazy. I don't know if y'all caught the theme here, but it says first that the wise man, his heart instructs his mouth and adds persuasiveness to his lips. Then pleasant words are a honeycomb. And then there is a way that seems right to a man. But then he goes down to verse 27 and says, a worthless man digs up evil while his words are like scorching fire. And a perverse man spreads strife. Words, right? And a slanderer separates intimate friends. Still words. A man of violence, right? Violence entices his neighbor and leads him in a way that is not good. More words. So, Rick, what's on your mind? I'm thinking about this, man, and I'm like, snap. This has so many gems in it. And it's not just the Christian scriptures, right? This is the Psalms. This is the Proverbs, pardon me. This is Proverbs. Solomon wrote this, right? And so it's the Hebrew scriptures. And it's applicable to everyone. Basically, we must watch our words, man. Right? Say what's on your mind. Remember, I said in the first episode, when we are needing to have those crazy conversations, we got to have it in the best way possible. You got to use wisdom, and you got to be loving. But not only that, think about when you go throughout your day, right? The people you come in contact with at work. What kind of example are you being to them, right? Even apart from Christianity, apart from any religion, what kind of example are you being? Your name is on the line. What are they thinking about you? And to you dads out there, right? If you have kids, your name is on the line. So you out here acting crazy, and then when they see your kids, what you think they thinking? So we got to be examples. So this hit me today, man. I'm listening to it and driving and kind of meditating on it, especially when you go back to Proverbs 1, right? Where a man's heart plans his way, but the Lord, gives the answer. It's like, man, we really got to be mindful about what we're doing out here. And this is why I want to jump on here and encourage you folk. You know what I mean? Create this little community. Set fire to some of you, you know what I mean? Some of you dads as well. We got to be living right. We got to be thinking right, right? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. The New Testament tells us that, right? Proverbs mentions that as well. So we got to be careful. The things that we're thinking about, and especially the things that we meditate on the most, we need to be very careful about that. And for you Christians, we need to be meditating on God's word. Psalm 19, David prays at the end of this amazing psalm. The psalm is amazing. He glorifies not only creation and tells us that creation speaks of God's awesomeness. He also glorifies God's word. He goes from creation to God's word. And then obviously it causes him to reflect and basically at the end of it, he's like, oh Lord, may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. That should be a prayer for us today, man. That'll preach. I'm telling you. I mean, that's what's on my mind. That's crazy. That is crazy, folk. You know what I mean? Oh man, that's so crazy. Think about that for a minute. How important are our words? Yeah, I had to jump on there and I had to share with you guys. And I want to encourage you guys this morning as well. Be careful about what you speak. Be extra careful about what you're thinking about. Let's be examples. Let's love one another. Let's use wisdom. Let's gain wisdom. Let's seek wisdom. You know what I mean? Man. Got to think about that for a second. Got to think about that for a second. Think about that. So you family, y'all have a wonderful day. I pray you have a blessed day. And be on the lookout. This weekend I'll be dropping a podcast episode. But I definitely, man, you know, what's on your mind? You know what I mean? So when I get these gems, I'll jump on and share with you guys, encourage you guys. So stay tuned. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Subscribe is very important. Once you subscribe, please hit that bell notification so you can get these videos when they upload. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, especially you guys that are stuck with the video to the end. Appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you. You know what I mean? What's on your mind? Love.